South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana. This is ABC 57 News at 5.
New this morning, Michigan state health officials confirm more deaths from fungal meningitis linked to those tainted steroids. And breaking overnight, at least 7 people are hurt when several large propane tanks explode at a Florida gas plant. Also ahead, developing this morning, investigators are searching for clues in what led to a deadly plane crash near the Stark County Airport. Good morning, Michiana. Welcome to ABC 57 News. I'm Emily Pritchard. We've been following new and developing stories overnight. But first, ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood meteorologist Tom Coombs has a look at our forecast today. Hey, Tom.
Good morning, Emily. Well, clear picture with the radar. Skies have cleared out through the overnight. Actually see some sunshine as we begin your day in just a couple of hours. But right now, radar picture is clear. No threat of rain as you head out the door this morning. Temperatures still on the cool side. 53 South Bend, 55 in Rochester, and 50 in Knox. We could see a couple spots dip down into the 40s this morning. So will be a cool start to your day, but we will see temperatures warming back up this afternoon. In fact, a warmer day today. Still below normal for this time of year, but we are tracking a warm up for the rest of the week in your ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood weather forecast. Emily?
Now to a story we've been following closely for months. New this morning, state health officials in Michigan have confirmed that 2 more deaths in that deadly fungal meningitis outbreak. It's all linked to tainted steroids used to treat neck and back pain. And ABC 57's Eric Stelter joins us live in studio with more. Eric.
Emily, state health officials say a 64-year-old woman and 75-year-old man from Livingston County, Michigan died from these tainted steroids. Now here's a look at the latest numbers. This is from the CDC. As of this morning, there has been 264 cases in Michigan and 22 deaths across the state. Over here in Indiana, there has been 91 cases and 11 deaths. And then on the national level, there's a total of 749 cases and 61 deaths. According to the CDC, the fungal meningitis outbreak has been linked to steroids made in a Massachusetts-based pharmacy and has been shipped to at least 4 Michigan clinics and several right here in Indiana. And if you do get infected, there are several treatments that are available. However, they can cost up to $6,000 a month. Emily?
Breaking overnight, several propane tanks explode at a Florida gas plant. Right now, at least 7 people are recovering from this explosion. It happened around 11 Monday night at the Blue Rhino gas plant. It's about 40 miles northwest of Orlando, and at this hour, there have been no reports of fatalities. And be sure to stick with ABC 57 News as we continue to stay on top of this developing story, both on air and online at abc57.com. Within the next half hour, we'll provide extended coverage in a special report by ABC's Devin Dwyer. Now let's get you prepared to hit the Michiana roads this morning. Drivers in Elkhart may face delays this morning. INDOT crews are shutting down Franklin Street. The street is set to close on the west side of State Road 19. Now that closure will take place for about 2 months, and crews are working to change the intersection alignment there. Now it's part of the State Road 19 reconstruction project, and the road is expected to reopen in mid-September. And this morning, a pilot is dead, and investigators are trying to figure out what caused his plane to go down near the Stark County Airport. And ABC 57's Emily Evans has the very latest for us from Stark County this morning.
An NTSB official tells me that this plane was an experimental plane that's built from a kit that anyone can buy. He says they're actually pretty popular for pilots who fly into air shows like this pilot was on his way to in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. ABC 57 was able to get this exclusive video of crews from the Knox Center Township Fire Department moving the wreckage to a hangar at the Stark County Airport. This was a pretty dangerous operation for crews. As they were hauling the wreckage in, they knocked down a power line, so the Stark County Airport was left without power. Not only were these crews moving an entire plane, they did it in the pitch dark of night. Officials will continue their investigation to try and figure out what the cause of this fatal crash was, and they say it could be a long process.
The preliminary report just has the facts and circumstances that we know at that time about the accident. The fact gathering stage can last for several months.
Officials have not yet released the name of the pilot until all family has been notified. In Stark County, Emily Evans, ABC 57 News.
And new this morning, in just hours, a verdict is expected to be announced in the trial of accused U.S. military intelligence leaker Bradley Manning. Today, Manning will learn whether he's been found guilty of aiding the enemy. Manning is accused of giving hundreds of thousands of classified documents and videos to the website WikiLeaks. Now, he has pled guilty to nearly a dozen lesser charges, but not the most serious one, aiding the enemy. Now, if the judge finds him guilty of that, Manning could face life in prison. Meanwhile, the head of the Federal Reserve will be called to testify in former AIG CEO Maurice Greenberg's lawsuit against the government. Greenberg is suing the U.S. government over the $182 billion bailout of insurer AIG in 2008. Now, although the bailout saved the firm from bankruptcy, it seriously cut the value of AIG's stock held by Greenberg and other shareholders. Now, a federal judge says Ben Bernanke has knowledge of the deal that can't be obtained from any other source. Well, in South Bend, the clock is ticking for you to get your chance to decide what to do with the city's old College Football Hall of Fame building. There's only one day left to submit bids for one of the city's most famous empty buildings. Officials say price is important, but preference will be given to the offers that help create jobs. And the Michigan factory that made Rosie the Riveter famous is set to be demolished. Now, that's if money can't be raised to save it. The Willow Run bomber plant cranked out 9,000 B-24 bombers during World War II, but it will be torn down unless a group can raise millions in just 3 days. Now, Rosie the Riveter was the nation's poster girl for women joining the workforce during World War II. Now, an update this morning. We checked with the Indiana Dunes Lakeshore on when testing is expected to happen at Mount Baldy. This after 6-year-old Nathan Weisner was trapped in a sinkhole 11 feet deep for more than 3 hours. Now, the spokesperson told us potential contractors have been identified to do that work. Now they're just waiting for a federal contract to go out. Now, this could take a couple of days to more than a week. Now, until they can figure out why the hole opened up, Mount Baldy remains closed indefinitely. And ABC 57 continues to dig deeper into South Bend's violence problem. The latest incident involves a baseball bat and 2 teenage girls. The location? A party intended to stop violence. Now, Doris Stildill organized a neighborhood event to bring attention to violence in her neighborhood, but apparently her daughter didn't get the message. She attacked a 13-year-old girl after she says she just lost her temper.
All my life I've been bullied, and it's sad for what I did to her.
Do you feel bad about what happened?
Yes.
Now, doctors say the 13-year-old girl was beaten pretty badly and might have a concussion. Well, graffiti is becoming a big problem in Michiana. We first told you last week about a graffiti problem in Goshen. Now the city is planning to hold a meeting on the budget this Thursday, all to find out whether or not the money used for cleaning graffiti will be axed. Now, that meeting is open to the public. And new this morning, today people in Berrien County can get a free drinking water well screening. The Berrien Conservation District and the Michigan Agriculture Environmental Assurance Program is sponsoring the 2-day event. Today and Wednesday, you can get your water tested from 8 until 5. All you have to do, it's pretty simple, bring your samples to the office on Edgewood Road in Berrien Springs. And South Bend schools are now open. Parents, you can get a head start on enrolling your child or updating contact information. Now, the first day of school in South Bend is set for August 21st. And developing this morning, National Weather Service officials say Tropical Depression Flossie is expected to exit Hawaii today as a weekend version of the storm hit the state's islands. Plus,
explosions at a Florida gas plant set off a chain reaction. I'm Devin Dwyer. Stunning home video from the violent scene coming up.
Another cool morning, checking in on neighborhood temperatures. We're in the lower 50s along the lakeshore at Bridgman, 52 right now. I am forecasting warmer temperatures in your ABC 57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Forecast.